Bob completes the final steps to securing the truck camper for our travels west to Arizona. And now it's time to hook up the Jeep.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're getting ready. This is our first day. It's about 12:30. We got started right on time. We got started around noon. We're heading out to Arizona, so we're going to go to the Truck Campers Rally out in Quartzsite, Arizona. Really looking forward to that. It's something we've always wanted to do. We're looking forward to that. Right now, we've got beautiful weather, great travels.
So we'll keep you updated on our travels. Right now, we're headed to Tallahassee. We're going to stay the night there, and then we'll continue on our way tomorrow.
Yeah, we're leaving Florida. Crystal River, Florida is the area in which we spent time at. We should have a clear window from between the ice and stuff. We'll stay on I-10. But we'll keep you posted. We'll see how we make out, how it's going. But so far, so good. Smooth sailing.
We just checked in to Big Oaks Campground in Tallahassee. There's the Big Oak. This is so amazing, this oak. It's absolutely incredible. Look at that. Gorgeous. Floor. Mind you, I've cleaned most of it up already, but that's how I found the hand soap container, and it is basically empty. It was about 3/4 full. So, joys of camping. On a positive note, I now have an extra clean bathroom floor and a super clean bathroom rug. Fortunately, it absorbed most of the soap.
We got a speed demon hose here.
Our soap-laden rug. It's not too bad. That's plenty of bubbles. Look at it all. Hey there, handsome. Here you can really see how they grow right into the ground. Pretty amazing. How cute. The oak tree is lit up at night from underneath, leaving a breathtaking view of the branches. There's sitting areas where you can relax and enjoy the tree for what it is. In the morning, I prepared a meal for us to enjoy the next 2 days. while we travel. We're leaving the camper here and taking the Jeep into Tallahassee for my Atlas orthogonal appointment to treat my dystonia. Then we'll come back and pick up the truck camper, and we'll be on our way. We pick up the camper and continue west. I saw you. We enjoyed our stay at Schulenburg RV Park. It's the second time we've been here. It's just off I-10, perfect for an overnighter. Quiet, serene. It too has a lot of beautiful large oak trees.
Look at the old ice on the Jeep.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
Wow. Well, right now it's 38 out.
It's gone up a whole degree.
Hard to believe we're in Texas.
We're in southern Texas, and it's 7:30 in the morning Central Time. Heading back on I-10, make our way west. foggy morning drive. Thankfully, the Texas ice is gone.
Definitely got a little beam back out the Midwest and out west. They take care of the working man. $3.99, whether it's cash or just rent. These. We have 2 fuel tanks on this. Carries about 65 gallons. The front one is 20 gallons, and the back one's 45 gallons. So we usually stop once a day to fuel up, and it's always nice to come to a spot where diesel is cheap. Well, we had a nice ride today. Beautiful weather. Traffic conditions are always good out west. We're actually in Texas.
Are we going that way? Fort Stockton.
Fort Stockton, yeah. Pulled off at a beautiful rest area. But there was a lot of bees, a lot of honeybees. Man, crazy. Hey guys, we just left Fort Stockton. We stayed at a beautiful rest area last night. You must have saw that last week's video. Right now we are continuing west, hopefully to get to about the middle of Arizona, I'm assuming. But right now the weather's great, and for those that are just joining, we're going to the Truck Campers Rally at Quartzsite, Arizona, and that'll be from the 8th to the 12th. I'm hoping there's some fellow truck campers out there that I have met or saw on the road. It'd be nice to see them again, catch up.
So we're looking forward to it. It'll be a great time. We'll keep you updated. I find the overpasses, bridges, exits, and on-ramps out west are so beautifully decorated, they're worth recording. beautiful sky tonight. We love the open Arizona skies. We're just outside of Tucson at a rest area. Oh my, and look at the moon. Incredible. Ready to begin the day?
I am ready. Oh yeah, headed to Phoenix to wait.
Yep, today's Monday. Yeah, just getting the sunrise quick. Wow, she's beautiful. Got her on my side today.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Well, we're on our last leg. We'll be in Quartzsite in about 2.5 hours. We're going there today to kind of make sure that we have all our paperwork and what we're going to need for the rally. We already have our tickets, but we have to get the BLM land permit, and I've tried to do it online, and I can't figure it out. So we'll go up there today, and then we'll go back to Buckeye, spend a couple days, do our down day, you know, get some laundry done, get propane filled, make sure that we're filled up with max, and then we'll be able to go out, have a good time out at the rally.
We're coming into Quartzsite. We arrived at Quartzsite. It's been a little confusing trying to figure out where we register for our site for camping for the Truck Camper Adventure Rally. I think we finally figured it out. So Bob's trying to get us registered for our site. So yeah, hopefully I'll have good luck.
Jeepers, cat.
So what's going on?
So that's definitely the camper, okay?
Uh-huh.
So, but on the sign it says private residence. So I'm assuming the guy doesn't want to be bothered. I go to the box and I pick out I look and see that they got permits in there. So I said, all right, well, I guess it's self-serve, you know? So I'm starting to write, and the guy goes, 5 minutes. I'm gone 5 minutes, and somebody comes out. He says, so what are you doing? I said, well, I'm filling out the permit, 14-day stay per permit. He says, you didn't knock on the door. I said, you got a sign that says private residence. So I'm assuming you didn't want to be bothered, just figure it out, do it yourself. Apparently that wasn't right either.
So, so to make a long story short,
Too late.
Did you pick out a site or?
No, there is no site. You just gotta when we come back, we just find something.
Oh, so we're all set then from when we come back.
Yeah, I have this here. I gotta put it right here.
Nice. We need to try and get our tickets printed, and then we're golden. And we'll be back in 2 days, right, babe? The 8th. We'll be back the 8th.
Yeah, we'll be back the 8th. Yeah, yep.
So it's not BLMing. What's it called?
Boondocking.
So we'll be.
You know, boondocking is when you're going to Bureau of Land Management property, which is free. Mooch docking is when you go to somebody's house and plug in, and they don't charge you.
And you use their electricity.
Yup. So we will be boondocking.
Okay. On BLM land.
Yes, on the Bureau of Land Management in Arizona. Yeah. Be our first time. Well, not the first time on Bureau of Land Management, but here at the Quartzsite area.
Yeah. We're fixing to get the rig washed at the truck wash. So today, this is what I find when we pull up to our next campground. The joys of camping. I know I closed that before we left. These roads, these interstates are nuts. But anyway, this is what we have. So today is a work day for us. Getting ready to go to Quartzsite. We're trying to get everything done, as we've mentioned in previous videos, such as laundry. We'll be in Quartzsite. We'll be boondocking. That means no electric, no water, no sewer, so we want to have everything done. And after that, we're going to Joshua Tree, which is also boondocking. So, got lots of work to do today. I'm starting with laundry. From there, I'll get some cleaning done, and Bob's got a ton of stuff to do outside. I'll share with you as well. She got a good washing yesterday, and today she's getting a nice polish. Bob's on to his next task, fixing the garbage can.
Yeah.
Work always seems to find him. Bob found we have a small separation.
Yeah, on the slide out for the bottom on the old dinette side. So it just looks like it's the fiberglass end of it. So what I'm planning to do is just jack this up.
It's a blessing Bob brings tools with him so that he can fix minor repairs like this.
So do you want to come over here, babe, and see the crack shut?
Okay, hang on. Okay.
All right, so now you can see the crack is pretty much shut. And my plan is I have pieces of metal with me all the time. So my plan is to put a piece of metal from here to here, screw it all fast, and that should hold it. God willing, that should hold it.
Perfect fit. Oh, you did a great job. Looks amazing. Succeeded to get it all done. Here comes my heavy lifter.
Flavorful. Let's see.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's perfect. It's out of the way of here too now.
Yeah. So we had to buy a new grill today.
Because ours decided to break after 18 years,
Wow.
right?
Something
What
like
did you
that.
say?
Incredible. The new one's littler in comparison, but like Bob just said, less weight. Oh yeah.
Wow, really nice. I'm very, very happy.
So Bob got the new grill to fit on the slide rack. So we're getting her all packed up to go back to Quartzsite. We're excited. So we're hooking up the Jeep now. This is what it looks like with the rock guard on the front. You still have pretty good line of sight.
Hey. Hey, good morning, guys. We are headed to the Quartzsite Truck Camper Rally, something that we've been looking forward to for quite some time. Hopefully we get to see some nice rigs out there and see what everybody's got, what they've built themselves. Right now we're leaving Buckeye. In about an hour and a half we should be out there. Once again, it's a beautiful day. I mean, I don't think the sun ever stop shining here in Arizona, at least for us.
So we're excited. We've been planning to attend this Truck Campers Rally since the summer, and we'll share our experience with you the best we can. This is the 4th annual Truck Camper Adventures Rally, hosted by Mellow Mike and the Truck Camper Adventure News magazine, which can be found online. I'll post the link below. Probably going to the rally. Truck campers abound. Portside, Arizona.
It's hard to believe 2 days ago we were here and there was hardly anybody. Now it's like packed. But with over 400 truck campers coming to the Truck Camper Rally, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Last time we were here, there was a fire on the other side of this mountain range. It seems to be all cleared up now. So this is where we will be for the weekend. Well, the next 4 days. There's supposed to be over 400 truck campers here. I think 418 is the count thus far.
I'll see you.
That's a cool rig you guys got.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
is this your first time?
First time at the event, yes.
Are you YouTubers? Is that what?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. If you're a YouTuber, you got to have a gizmo all the time, right?
Oh yeah, and she's getting good at it. I mean, we're new at it, but she's getting good at it.
Good.
Yeah.
You'll have to share with us your channel
Okay.
while you're here, because we would love
Yeah.
to follow you.
Oh,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So is this your first time at the rally?
It is. Yeah.
So welcome. Glad
Thank
you're
you.
here.
Thank you.
So
We truly did feel welcome. Feels weird being called YouTubers.
Right?
Now to find a place to park the beast.
I want to park.
It's official, babe. I can't believe we're here.
Can't either.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it so almost didn't happen. So crazy.
That got set up.
Wow, that is so cool.
All makes and models. It's amazing. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go right over here.
We're heading to register. We got our name tags and bought our t-shirts. We're all set. cheese and crackers snack as we enjoy the first moments.
Yep. Truck camper rally. I mean, I'm going to put the drone up here in a little bit and you get to see what, man, it's amazing.
The rally doesn't officially kick off until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so it's just a pipe that goes in and just pull that over. So while we were at the rally, we met some amazing folks. And this is Tony, and he's showing me his rig. He's got a 1200 Eagle Cap sitting on a Ford F550. And he's got an amazing suspension system. And but right now he's going over, he put a split unit in, and you can see it there in front of me. And he ran all the tubing and everything up. So he's got the inside unit in the bed area of the camper, and it's amazing. And everything is wired all solar.
And it's whisper quiet, right?
Yes, and it's whisper quiet.
You'll have to check out Tony's YouTube channel as well. I'll put the link below and in the description. Time for some stargazing. It's a beautiful morning this morning. Bob's still sleeping, so I'm whispering. And we're at the truck camper rally. This will be the first day. We're looking forward to all of the classes that are being offered and the socialization. It'll be great. We've already gotten a lot of great ideas. We hope to gather more. Oh, babe, did you put it in the window? Very good. We were thankful we came a couple of days early to register for our site, but it's really not a problem if you wait until the day of the event.
Oh, okay.
And then,
We are all waiting in anticipation for the official opening of the event.
Weather's going to be fantastic, and I think this is going to be a great event. We have a lot of good stuff scheduled over the next 4 days. So one of the couple of guys who lead trips up to Kilimanjaro.
This is Steve and Cheryl's rig, built from scratch, and we'll share that with you later. Bruce and Debbie were so generous to share with us a peek inside their beautiful Lance camper.
So here I'm checking out his tires because I wanted to do something with our rig, give it a little bit more flotation, a little bit more balance off-road. And what he had was he kept the dualies. He didn't go super singles because I'm thinking either way, super singles or, you know, beefing up the dualies. So I was just kind of checking out his rig, and with no lift or anything, he was able to put these 295 20-inchers on there. It looks great.
Just kind of trim that. That's the only thing I got.
Wow.
But no lift or anything. It's just
So I was able to check out his homemade trailer. He built this out of a trailer, but he made it his own. It gave me some ideas because I'm in the process of doing the same with the landscape trailer. So, but he did a beautiful job. And what I liked about it the most was he put like a swivel type of hitch on there. So if the trailer tips or the truck tips, neither will tip together. I don't know if that makes sense.
Debbie and Bruce's Lance 1172 is beautiful. It's very roomy without the need to make many modifications. Debbie and Bruce are also avid boaters, and they have their own YouTube channel on boating, and I'll put the link below as well as in the description. We really enjoyed it, but it had one slide. Yeah. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, we had a smaller Lance before also.
Very nice. And the bathroom is here.
Yes. Works out perfect, a little bathtub for washing our dogs and stuff.
Oh, that is great. Nice. It has two slides, the dinette slide and then the rear slide.
And I just really like the dry bath.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Oh yeah. During the rally's open house session, where you could visit others' campers and check them out, we had a great response. People really appreciated our modifications. Home sweet home. So we thought we'd take a moment and share all of them with you. So as you know, we travel all over the country, and Bob's done a lot of his own upgrades to our truck camper in our Eagle Cap 1165 that we call our backpack. So we've actually renamed it our backpack. So I just wanted to share some of those upgrades with you quickly. So here's our entry door, and we struggled with not being able to cover the window with something. And if you add the internal blinds or the blinds on the window, you have to get past the frame in order to operate the blinds. So Bob chose to create this nice valance that matches the interior of our camper, and he put in a pull-down shade. It's darkening and yeah, shields out people from viewing in. The other thing Bob did was, we like to collect magnets when we travel, and he put in these metal sections along the top of our slides, as you can see here, so that we can attach our magnets from all of the places that we travel with the backpack. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We enjoy that immensely. Some of the major upgrades Bob made, which if you've watched our other videos, I'm sure you've seen, he removed the dinette and shortened the floor of the dinette slide and put in a buffet and a bank of drawers. With the dinette, we had no place to put our coffee maker, our beverages, and then serve food, you know, our toaster, any kind of our small appliances, and we lacked storage. So here you can see this offers great storage opportunity. Lots of room for snacks, lots of room for personal items. We store everything from drinks to snacks to food items, medications, extra supplies. It's all here in this bank of drawers. It's been amazing. And you may wonder where we eat if you haven't seen the other video. We have a slide out table. We keep 2 folding chairs in the coat closet that we put on either side of the table, and then we have the buffet that we can put our hot foods. So nice. The buffet build is also a spotlight article in the Truck Camper Adventure news magazine online, and it shares detailed information as well as photos. I'll share the link in the description below. There are times I've even used the buffet to iron clothes. I put a towel down or a mat, and it makes a great ironing board. Another great thing that Bob created for us is this wonderful wine keeper. So we like a variety of wines, and we generally keep a white wine, a red wine, and a sangria in this box. Bob still has to put the Cabernet in the box, which he'll do this evening, and each is conveniently labeled with what type of wine it is. And then we also have a bottle opener that our son and his wife gave us as a gift that we've incorporated to the wine box. Then in the back there we have a great hammock for our fruits and vegetables, which has alleviated a lot of storage space for us as well. Bob just incorporated a hook in the ceiling of the dinette slide. Another upgrade Bob made to the camper is this beautiful flooring. It doesn't impede the slides at all, and it looks gorgeous. It's laminate plank flooring, and it didn't add a lot of weight to the camper. It's incorporated in the entire camper except for in the bathroom. Another great addition, we have a shoe cabinet here below our coat cabinet, but the only problem with that is it's so deep, as you can see from the wall, that when shoes get pushed all the way to the back, it's very difficult to access them. So what Bob did was he built in a drawer. So then all we have to do is pull the drawer out, and we have full access to our shoes. The other thing Bob incorporated for us is another storage area in the island, the kitchen island. There used to be a fireplace here that worked when it wanted to, so it had a mind of its own. So Bob removed it and gave us some amazing storage underneath as well. And these drawers are, so we can access the drawers from this side. And as you can see, like this drawer is full of dishes. It's wonderful. Or the drawers can be accessed from the kitchen as well. So this has been a great addition that I'm thrilled with. I have ample storage. Before in the kitchen, all I had were these two very narrow cabinets. As you can see, they're not very deep. We installed these little pressure bars to keep things from falling out. Gives me a little extra room if I go over the lip here. So there's not a lot of pantry storage. And then for my pots and pans, all I have is the drawer below. So this was a game changer. Before there was only a shelf and then the floor. The other upgrade Bob made to the buffet is installing these two outlets. Previously, we only had these two outlets available by the dinette. They were a little cumbersome because they would go over the bench seating. The one on top, I believe, is a 12-volt charging station, and then you have the outlet below, but Bob incorporated USB ports with outlets on both sides of the buffet. Most helpful. I can't believe when I made the recording of all of Bob's upgrades in the truck camper, I totally forgot his best modification to date. Now we're at the Truck Camper Adventure Rally and I'm editing video, and I noticed the best part was missing. In fact, a couple of folks here at the rally were totally intrigued with it and already went online and ordered their version of what we have. So here it is. Bob swapped out the basic Eagle Cap truck camper recliners for these comfy Thomas Paine recliners. It actually, both of the recliners were a part of another couch unit that we had, and Bob just removed the two end sections. They were all detachable, 3 parts to make this couch. And then he separately ordered the centerpiece to create the dimensions that we needed to fit into this slide. It's a little tight, but with a little persuasion, Bob was able to get them in. This is the best part. You know, when you travel, you know, when you RV full time, you want comfort. And these give us the comforts of home, as well as the space that Bob made for us in the dinette slide area. We're no longer tripping over each other. So every little modification that helps make your travels more comfortable is worth it. Even the smallest detail. Someone mentioned some great ideas to us, and Bob's gonna follow through with those so we can continue improving our rig. We look forward to it. Tracy and her husband were gracious and shared their Eagle Cap 1200 with us. Oh, cool. So this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, so I would put the table and chairs over here and put the recliners there because of where the TV is.
Nice.
Although the TV swings out, it still makes more sense to me.
This unit also has 3 slides.
Thanks.
Wow, this is absolutely. This was such great information. Unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties, probably human error with the mic, so bear with me. Tracy shared with us her meal prep solution. She pre-prepares their meals at home, puts them in vacuum seal bags, vacuum seals them shut, freezes them all, lines them up in the freezer so there's plenty of room. Then she just pulls out whichever meal she chooses to make for that night, puts it in a pot of hot water, and cooks it that way. Saves a lot of time. So her convection oven gets used for storage rather than cooking. Day 2 of the Truck Camper Adventure Rally started off with another beautiful sunrise. We're so blessed with the weather. It's been moderately warm and breezy, sunshine all day long. We start our day with classes.
Power on, line in.
Our host, Mellow Mike, gave the first class on payload, which brought many questions. After that, we learned about laundry solutions and photography. From there, we check out the truck camper vendors.
So this is Bowen Truck Beds, and what they do is they fabricate lightweight truck beds, and they have the storage on the top, the bottom, or whatever you want. But they're lightweight. This camper locks on is with these channels here.
Gotcha. Yeah, so
we're framing.
We actually just published a new page on the website Wednesday, which you probably haven't seen.
No, I haven't.
Specifically for chassis cabs, and the Chevy 5500 is on there.
Is on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
So, surprise.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look it up then. Yeah, I really am interested.
standard one for trucks that aren't lifted and have no off-road intention, and then there's ones with articulating subframes, so that the frame can actually twist underneath. So technically, the articulating subframe, we're sitting about 5 inches off the factory frame rail, which is the lowest in the industry.
Okay.
Could you eliminate that by eliminating the subframe? You could, but we found that most campers require at least 5 inches off the frame to clear the cab of the truck.
Right. And that's
so,
what I need.
Yeah. So could you get it lower? Maybe. Do you want to? Probably not.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Our beds, the majority of our beds are engineered so that we can get the camper as low as possible to the cab without causing problems.
Gotcha.
Yeah. On the chassis cab model, it's really important because you can fit a full-size 42-inch spare tire.
Okay.
So that bed in particular that we're about to wrap up is going to have, I think it's 24-inch garage, so plenty for the spare plus some, and then 9.5 feet of bed space for the full-size sliding camper.
Wow.
We first introduced in February of last year, and so they've been in development this whole last year. So we're just getting to the point of releasing some of the models. So the chassis cabs, we've been taking orders and reservations.
Lead time on something like that.
So we've been 9 months for the last year, but
in any weight or anything special. So the next vendor that we went to was Tag Trailer. This is a extra axle with a step that kind of takes care of the overhang of any camper that you have on your pickup, and this way you don't have to do any modifications to your truck. This modification will take care of the sag weight or the back sag of your truck. And, you know, come to find out, me and Roy had a whole lot in common. He is a Korean War veteran, and he went to Camp Irwin, California, and I went to Fort Irwin, California, and they come to find out they were the same base. And he was there in the 50s, and I was there in the late 70s, and him and his wife, Roy and Gail, are still in this business, and they're 90 years old. You give them what you want, and they will fabricate it and still put it on your vehicle because it's all bolt. He says it's like an erector set, but he still does all this work, and he's 90 years old. Unbelievable. And then we're going to go out up to Death Valley. I want to show Angie that I spent a lot of time out there in the military.
Don't tell me Barstow.
Yeah!
Camp Irwin?
Yeah!
Really? My outfit is the teaching outfit there right now.
Oh,
The
really?
11th Cav.
Well, my first tour out there was 1979, and there was nothing there.
Oh.
And we started building it.
Well, when we were there, it was wooden buildings in 54. In 54.
So why did they take them
Korea.
down? Yeah, but why did they tear them down? 71?
Well, because it was a temporary camp. It was not a fort then.
We did too. I said to the commander, I said, listen, I told him, I said, listen, I'm getting sick of these sea rations. I said, I want me some of that Hassenpfeffer right there.
Yeah.
I said, can I take one? And he's like, yeah, go ahead.
We thought they were coyotes.
I'm telling you, me too. I'm telling you, they're the biggest dang things I've ever seen in my life.
The problem is you had to be careful with the 50 because pretty soon it was just a cloud of dust.
Yeah, right.
There was nothing to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh man, isn't that something? Yeah. I'm telling you, I was so thrilled when the commander said, yeah.
You have been there lately?
No, that's why I want to.
Oh, it's just a
so big, but we do kind of get out into the desert and into the woods.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
you know.
But I don't do the
Cadillac
engines.
Yeah.
That was our first tank. Most of our customers are 3,500.
3,500. Now, and you frame this for the frame has to be built, right? For the
It's all bolted. I start with a pile of steel, and that's claim one of the patent. No welding.
Oh, okay.
And the reason for it is because every rig that comes in there is different. And so I can just move, it's like an erector set. You can just put stuff wherever you want to with the bolts. No, it's all bolted.
Wow.
Every one of them is different, basically.
That's the challenge. You figure out the truck, and then you're an album light, you have a hose, you have a whatever, and they're all different.
All different hitch receivers and everything, because I clamp onto the cross beam of the hitch receiver. So, you know, the beam that goes from frame to frame.
Yep.
And so I clamp onto that, and I don't do any drilling, welding, or nothing. There's no welding anywhere. You can take it all apart and put it in a box.
The next vendor we visited was Dragonfly Tarps. They have a unique product, a tarp that works as an awning.
Took a little break. I got a little one, and I got some postcards. Attaches with just your regular C-channel like awning track.
Okay.
But we put a commercial grade VHB on the back, and then it's a peel and stick. We have some videos on YouTube for install yourself type of deal. We do recommend, like on this rig, one at the very front and one at the very back, just a short sheet metal screw. It just guarantees there's no peeling. There's some that are pretty leery of putting anything in their vehicle, but
No, listen.
if you prep it right,
They all got solar panels.
That's right. That's true. If you prep it nice and good, this VHB tape, it's that 80 pounds per inch, so it does well. But that just guarantees everything if you put those in there.
I was impressed with the wind yesterday. You guys still have it.
Yeah, we just leave it up. It is meant to be staked out, so you get it staked out well, and it does great. We've had it up at 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they run?
So this full setup with everything that you need, the track, stakes, tarp, poles, bags, is $999, $1,000.
Oh wow! I think that was.
So
Wow.
a little more than some, a little less than others.
Next, we meet Amy with Turn Overland.
Hi, I'm Amy Higgins, and I'm the CEO of Turn Overland. We sell components, either for new builds or for retrofits. We sell windows, roof hatches, entry doors, and cargo doors for trailers, campers, big military vehicles, any kind of vehicle for off-roading, overlanding, any of that sort of thing. So we were here this weekend at the Camper Adventure Rally in Quartzsite. It was really fun. Talked to a lot of people about retrofitting their Heki Midi roof hatch that is in a lot of these campers. So hopefully, if we can help you out with a new window or an entry door or a super deluxe stargazing portal for your roof, then give us a call. You can find us at TERNoverland.com, turnoverland.com.
Wonderful. And then you also have this wonderful fabric.
Oh, yeah. Airflow.
Yeah.
So Airflow, I think this is pretty magic. It's a warp weave, so this is all one piece of fabric, and it's we use it for a variety of things. So mostly it's geared to go underneath a mattress or underneath anywhere where you would want airflow, under a pet bed, you know, if they're a lab that's always swimming or something like that, you could put this under there. You could put it under your mattress for sure. We had a custom mattress made with this as 2 layers, a top and bottom, with foam, various foam in the middle, so that it was nice and always had airflow if you're sweaty sleeper or something, you're always in humid territory. So this is really great. We sell it by the yard, and then we also sell it as a queen pad that would go under a queen bed. But we've used this, you can, if you're buying it by the yard, you can cut it up in a million pieces and put it in drawers, in the toolbox, under a toolbox, under a chainsaw, so the oil like drips down and it's not all messy on your tools. So there's a variety of things you can do this for, under the laptop, so the heat dissipates. So yeah, so airflow is really fun, and it's something that we love to sell to people as well.
That's great. And your screen door really impressed me as well.
Yes. So this is our Wildlands door. We have 3 different sizes. We have the trailer size, this is a mid-size, and then we have a full like 72-inch size. And this is just a thermal cover, so if you need privacy or it's chilly out. But this door is just a nice solid door. It's about 1.5 inches thick. And the cool thing is you can separate it This can stay open at night. This can stay closed all night. It's got this fine mesh bug screen on the outside to keep the bugs out, but on the inside it's got this stainless steel woven mesh that's super, super tough. Like we've tried to, you know, bust through it with various utensils and we can't bust through it. The other cool thing is it's got a triple locking system. So we have 2 deadbolts and this. So at night when this is closed, and then you can lock it from the inside, it's super, super secure. The other thing that's cool is with this, if you can imagine this cover all the way off, this is a full screen, tons of airflow. You could leave a pet locked in here. You can lock it from the outside. You can leave a pet locked in here while you go out to town or a hike or anything, and no one's going to get that dog out, and that dog isn't going to tear up anything because it's got the stainless steel mesh inside.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
From there, we visited Steve and Cheryl, who have built their own truck camper. It's pretty amazing. They have their own YouTube channel where they share the entire build. I'll put the link below and in our description.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's the shower. Okay, yeah. Look at that, babe.
Here, give me a hand up.
Whoops, sorry.
That's okay. Wow, that is so cool.
Compost
They're
toilet?
heating it to vaporize all the moisture, and then they're burning the remainder. So it's
a lot of solar system.
It's a lot of power for a poop cycle. It's called
Yeah,
that,
right.
yes.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
I think there's some cards right here. The roof hatch and the doorway. And the door, again, the door's normally closed, so normally, you know, the wind's blowing one way or the other. But
So here
a
you're
lot of
looking
wind
at
coming.
Steve's front bumper that he built, and it's basically what I would like to do. I just never even thought about building it for storage, and because he has a big rig, 550 Ford, and I have a 5500 Chevy, when you get a 12,000-pound winch, they stick out so far that, you know, you have to put a big bumper in there, and it just makes sense to put storage.
Another beautiful night after a great day at the Camper Adventure Rally. So peaceful out here. So Bob's charging the EcoFlow with the solar panels that he has on top of the Jeep. Makes it really nice. The EcoFlow is a solar generator, so it's really great and handy. The sky gets more beautiful each time I come out and record. Gorgeous. The sunset's reflecting in the windows. So nice fire before tonight's music. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. Had an amazing time today. My gosh, met so many good people. I'm telling you, it is just amazing. The RV community. I mean, I don't care if you're a pickup camper, Class A, tag along, fifth wheel, it doesn't matter. The people are absolutely phenomenal.
They are, and they'd give you the shirt off their back.
They
if,
will.
If
They'll
they
help
had
you
to.
with whatever. And that's the way we are. I mean, whatever anybody needs, everything I have here, tools, welder, whatever. whatever they need. I mean, somebody come over and needed the air compressor, not a problem. Yeah, I'm telling you, absolutely.
And the classes have been enjoyable too.
Really learned a lot. Especially when you're just living off solar and you're living off water that's in your tank. And I realized we got a hotel.
Hotel on wheels.
On wheels, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, but one thing I didn't realize is, even though you're not using power, if your inverter's on, the inverter actually uses power. So now what I do is I turn the actual inverter off, all solar's off, and then just let the solar panels charge up. And although we don't get to 100% because our solar panels don't tilt like they're supposed to, we get to about, I think it was 98%, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to 98% today. But, you know, we also have the EcoFlow 2000, and I did a little video on that as well that, you know, use that for welding. But, I mean, that runs our coffee pot and runs our toaster, you know, if we don't have enough power. And I was a little worried this morning, so I took the Eco and put it in there, and we actually used that. Just kind of save us on the power, because last night we only got to 71%, even though we were 100% sun. And again, that's because our solar panels don't tilt. But you know, I put the solar panel that came with the Eco, the 200 watt, on the Jeep, and by, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the Eco was fully charged again. So, and it was down to, I think, 61%. But tomorrow I just want to see, I'm going to do a little experiment with it, is I'm going to plug the RV into the EcoFlow to see if it will allow it to charge quicker and get us up to 100%.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the last event for tonight is music, and that should be nice. It's going to be a little chilly tonight, and we have a full itinerary of classes for tomorrow.
Yeah, and actually, you know, I figured some of the classes would have been boring because we do solar, you know, we do the suspension and the upgrades and all that, but we still learned a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, yeah, the classes are great, and we will attend them all tomorrow as well. Down by the river store, just cool, got a river on the cool. As sure as night is dark and day is night, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness, I know it proves I'm right, because you're mine, I walk the line.
Day 3 of the Truck Camper Adventure Rally. This morning gave way to the most spectacular skies to date. The sky speaks for itself. Gorgeous. If you look at the ground, you can see how quartzite got its name. Today we attend classes on batteries, solar power, and a whole lot more. Steve gives the talk on batteries. It was extremely informative. You met Steve in our last video with his truck camper build. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel. So the first class was very informative, all about batteries, both lead acid batteries and lithium batteries. Quite interesting, a lot of information. Home sweet home. In the evening, we gather for a Q&A session and a class on boondocking and Harvest Host. Many wonderful products were raffled, and the winner of the best rig was announced. We'll do a walk around later so you can see the rig. There's detailed information about the rig and the winner in Mellow Mike's Truck Camper Adventure newsletter online. There's great trail riding in Quartzsite, so lots of side-by-sides, ATVs, UTVs, and Jeeps were also at the Truck Camper Rally. If you watched our last video, then you know that Bob was going to experiment using the EcoFlow to finish charging our batteries. Here are the results.
Good evening, guys. So it's the next day. As you know, that I did a thing the night before about hooking the camper up to the EcoFlow, and I was able to charge the camper from 30% to 75% in 3 hours using the EcoFlow. The EcoFlow shut off at 10%, and that's what it's designed to do, so that it doesn't 100% drain. It's just great.
It's a game changer for us.
It is a game changer. It really is.
Remember how spectacular the morning skies were? Well, the evening skies were even more amazing. Jupiter and Venus shone brightly each night. So this has been our campsite for the last 4 days. It's been so enjoyable. One more look. The gorgeous skies. Breathtaking. The fourth and final day of the Truck Camper Rally. The final events were a swap meet and camp cleanup before people began to depart. Bob and I decided to take one final look around at all of the truck campers and say farewell to the folks that we met. Here's an old Lance, a little modified. Whatever works. And we were on the lookout for the 2023 winning rig. We'll find it later. It's been a great time. I learned a lot, met a lot of great people, got a bunch of amazing rigs, shared information on modifications, beautifications, and hopefully we can come back again next year. Very cool. Lots more rigs on this side. I mean, we haven't even seen them all. The brand that has the largest participation is the Arctic Fox. Just a sea of truck campers, all makes, models. Again, really cool. This truck camper is an Eagle Cap 1200. And he's done so many modifications. I'm sure you saw in the other video. It's got a split unit in it that runs so quiet for his air conditioning and his heat. Very cool. Ed and Cheryl, who also have an Eagle Cap 1165. Ed installed a solar unit, and we were impressed with his clean finishing. Ed is also an accomplished photographer and shares his photos on his website. Check it out.
It's on Instagram. I have one of the extreme build cheaters from a boat in the basement up at the front.
I need to go feed my doggos.
Okay.
So you'll see that
This is the big winner. Best rig. The Truck Camper Adventure 2023. Noah Mike will have an article about it in his magazine, so check it out. Another cool rig. Check it out. Definitely an overlander. And we have this one. Pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yep, I'm with you.
Super cool.
Take care, safe travel.
You remember Debbie and Bruce from our first Truck Camper Adventure video. They have a YouTube channel on boating. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. Yeah, exactly. There we are. We stopped by to visit our neighbor Ron one last time. Ron has an amazing backstory. He's an accomplished sled dog racer. He used to have his own team. The races he took part in and his accomplishment can be seen on the side of his truck bed.
And he has a similar slide-out grill like I have. His has a door on it, which is really nice. And then he did some work on the back stairs to make it easier for him as well. But he's a great guy to talk to. When he was getting ready to head up to the Iditarod, he's going to be up there in Alaska sometime this fall.
Oh yeah, you do that.
He doesn't race anymore, but he likes to still go up there every now and then and watch the races.
You have to hold this back out a little bit. Let that go down and then.
See, I leave my back deck just down. I leave that deck down.
But I can't because of this now.
Oh, that's right.
And I like to see. I tow my Jeep, so I like to see the ball. So
now, do you strap this over, or do you just?
No, that's it. That's it.
I thought you were going to leave that down and fold that over.
Yeah.
You know, fold it over.
I wanted scissors. I mean, pick this. I always pick this up. It's easy.
Or you got some?
There's the home version that you can pay the $25 per key.
How cool is that? He's got a storage deck on the front of his vehicle. Very cool. That's Ron's vehicle. Steve and Cheryl's rig. So cool. He was a busy guy this weekend, sharing a lot of interesting information. We also want to give a shout out to Wally and Jill, who have a YouTube channel where they document their travels in their Arctic Fox. I'm sure you recognize their rig from my morning sunrise videos. We also met Riley. What a great guy. We enjoyed chatting with him. His family owns Booth Bay Craft Brewery and RV in Maine. And he gave a great talk about Harvest Host. They are a part of the Harvest Host community. They offer a site on their property. We were fortunate to stay one more night at Quartzsite. Had we left on the last day of the rally, we would have missed this beautiful site. Check out the rainbow. I've never seen a rainbow in an Arizona sky before. This is beautiful. This makes for a beautiful time to give a shout out to Infinite Explorers. This is Matt and Sarah. I'll share with you their YouTube link. Great folks. Their business is photography, and they share educational classes online. Time to pack up and head out. So it's Monday morning, the day after the truck camper rally. We decided to stay one more day and just kind of recuperate. We're getting ready to head to Joshua Tree now. Beautiful. I can't get over this rainbow. As we said before, we loved our time at the truck camper rally. It was amazing. We would do it again. And maybe we'll see you there next year. That would be great. I'm doing some last minute checks before we hit the road. We're gonna make a pit stop at the pit stop and take care of our garbage and possibly dump our wastewater, check propane and all that good stuff. They offer all those services there. So we are leaving Quartzsite and we're heading out for Joshua Tree Forest. We're staying at Black Rock Campground. They have a high wind advisory right now, so we're gonna play things by ear. We've never done this before. Palm Springs, California. We've arrived outside of Joshua Tree National Park. This is our site for the next 3 nights. Expecting high winds in the morning. We'll see how that goes. So we're gonna cook them up today. Bob's gonna grill them up.
And a little garlic.
Chef Bob at hand.
Ah, this is easy.
Ooh, yeah. Looking amazing.
Yes, yes. Yeah, this is our national park emblem, and you just scrape off the ones that you've done.
After today, we can add Joshua Tree National Park. Beautiful clear sky outside of our door, our entryway. And directly on the other side, look at the clouds.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
So we're at the entrance right now to get to Joshua Tree National Park in California. The winds are horrific. They're anywhere between 30 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour. If it's too windy, we always have tomorrow. So
We hope you enjoy the ride.
Oh, it's tied on.
Neat.
We've been docked.
That's so cool. Love it. So, our first duck has company on Valentine's Day. How cute is that? Oh, they can be best pals.
Valentine's gift to you was Hard Rock.
Yeah, it works for me. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing, babe.
It was.
Thank
really.
you.
Yeah.
We never imagined we were going to be in snow.
And watching her grow has been to find myself again.
And 37 degrees. Ooh, it's a cold one today. It was 26 degrees this morning when I got up. Frigid. It's finally gotten up to 40 degrees.
Yeah, we had snow last night. I don't know, about 40, 50 mile an hour winds, and today they're supposed to be about 30, 40 mile an hour winds. It's an absolute beautiful day. Full sun, clear sky.
In the distance, you can see San Gorgonio Mountain. Here you are overlooking the Coachella Valley, which runs through the Colorado Desert. To the left, you can see the Salton Sea, which is 230 feet below sea level. The trough, which you can see here, is a result of the San Andreas Fault. Some risks are worth taking, and this was one of them. We did it!
4.1 miles, took us 40 minutes to do it. And now it's 4,763, so that's around 826 feet in elevation.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. Boy, was it cold up there. They said, let's go to Palm Springs in California in the winter. Really?
Yeah, and then you have snow. All right. We did it, babe. Time to celebrate.
Yep.
Let's go have our sandwiches.
Open up here.
Black Rock Canyon Campground has been wonderful. They do have some sites that have electric and water. Since we're becoming more and more comfortable with boondocking, There was only a site available without any hookups. So that's what we chose. We have solar, so as you know, we're fine there. But it's been great. It's a beautiful campground, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Get ready to hook up the Jeep again.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So we finished up here at Joshua Tree National Park. We're leaving the National Park campground now. And so we found Pioneer Town, which is about approximately a half hour from here. So we're gonna go there and see what that's all about.
Now it's frigid.
Pioneer Town is an active working movie set.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Photo shoots, videos require a permit.
Aha. Here's the old rig.
Yeah, so that was an interesting little town. And actually, Cisco Kid was filmed, which is pretty cool.
From there, we take the scenic byway back through Yucca Valley, and then we head towards the Mojave Desert. We're going to be on Highway 62, and there's some amazing sights there. So get ready. They're pretty interesting. So join us as we make our way back to Quartzsite, Arizona. That head.
That was her.
I'm sorry? If that was her? I was hoping you'd ask her.
I know.
I bet it is her. Here we're driving through the southern part of the Mojave Desert. This area is known as Craighorn Lakes Wilderness. This vast area gets its name from the dry lake beds, which are in the center of this 33,475 acres of wilderness. While traveling on California Route 62, we ran into several random interesting sights. The first being the Rice Desert signpost. It's a lonely signpost giving directions to obscure places like 47 miles to Gordon, Big River, California, or 163 miles to the Blanchards. For reasons unknown to us, travelers also stop and add their initials and names along the Arizona-California Railroad with the multicolored volcanic rock found in the area. The graffiti runs the entire way that the railroad tracks parallel California Route 62. A little further down the road, we encounter this obscure, dilapidated building covered in shoes, old shoes, where people just randomly leave their shoes hanging. Pretty interesting. This bush is full of masks. Gotcha. Okay. Circling helicopters. Then we come across the shoe fence. And again, more old shoes.
Because it's all flat to the left, flat all over the place, and one mountain sticks out. Call it Big Red. Man, that baby will get bright red at night.
I'd love to know for how many miles. Colorado River ahead. Be interesting to see if there are any more truck campers there from the rally now that we're back in Quartzsite.
Yep.
Back at the Roadrunners Wash. Yeah, when he parked the first time, we didn't have much sitting space. This is much better. Now we got a huge living room. Good? Dead bananas? Wow, look at that. Nice. Tonight's dinner, grilled chicken and salad. Looks amazing. Pop's got a wind guard, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Use the rock art as a wind guard. Good. That's where we're headed.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning from Quartzsite.
Yeah, back in Quartzsite. So we're going off the beaten path with the Jeep today out through the desert. Going to see what we can find, try it out, and just see.
Yeah, it's our first time, so should be interesting. So how much did you air down?
About
10, 12 pounds.
It's made a huge difference. Positive difference.
Did you want to get out?
Yep. So what is this? Do you know?
Joseph Cohn's Cabins.
Joseph Cohn's Cabins. This is number 1. Pretty cool. Looks like a date of 1934. I bet that kept them warm in the winter. What's that, babe? Yeah, she is. Amazing. It's quite the fireplace, huh? Got another room over here. Tiny.
Oh, I'm sure you're probably right.
Yeah.
On the campus.
Yeah. Quite the view from up here. So Bob backed her up here. What? Huh, maybe it's a geocache. For a 62-year-old, you're still pretty agile. And he's going in.
I don't have my phone.
You need mine?
Yeah.
Well, not sure where she leads, but let's see. There's a whole bunch of wasps' nests. There's a lot of those in here. Oh, does it end? Or does it keep going? I don't know that.
It appears to be a den of some kind.
I'm not calling you Lisa. Thank God. No, it's because.
Finally found him, eh, babe? Perfectly shaped.
This one's deep.
So we finally found the Indian corn grinding stone. Very cool. And just beyond this is where we found the cave yesterday. Petroglyphs. With their help, we were also able to find petroglyphs, and with Bob's searching, he found another cave, which also looked like a den.
Another cave.
Oh, really?
This is the one I didn't want to go up yesterday.
Yeah. Heading to the petroglyphs. Wow. How cool. These are hard to see, but it looks like an animal of some kind. Right there.
Oh yeah, way up there. Deer. Looks like a deer with antlers.
Yeah.
With his head down. Huh.
Yep. And there's another cave. Probably a den of some kind. Wow. There. Not sure if you can see that. Looks like a bird. Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get off here someplace.
The old campers out there. And we're just going to take this brief hike up to the flag. Stride. Oh, we made it. This is cool, all these memorial stones. It's great. Oh, that's great. Yes.
Yeah, this is our first time at Quartzsite. Oh. Juneau Camp.
Bruce came up to secure the flagpole. That was his mission for today.
Well, they just had it draped over the rocks, and when it blow hard, it would slip off.
You've had some serious winds here, too.
Oh, my.
You all right?
Yeah. Now we make
Be
our
careful.
way down.
Don't slip.
Yep.
Yeah, keep out. I could just.
It's surprising that it failed. It must be the mortar, right? The mortar that failed?
Well, yeah. I mean, depending on when this was built, in the 40s, they might have only used the sand, the water, and straw. I have no idea. It doesn't look like there's any straw in it. It looks like it's all mortar cement. But
Yeah, the one we saw yesterday was 1930s.
yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if they would have a date on this one at all. Maybe I'll look it up online since it seems to have some well, I don't know if it's got information, but it's got
Pretty amazing. So inside the building, it's jagged stone, and on the outside, it's smooth.
yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird. Normally it would be just the opposite.
Yeah. Wow, she's soft, huh?
Not real soft, but narrow.
Yeah. Time for four-wheel drive. You go, Delilah. go up the hill or just over?
No. Well, I'm not going to go up that. I'm going to go stay to the left here. I'm assuming it'd be right there to our right.
Oh, yeah. The old mine. Ah, old quartzite mine number 2, in case you didn't hear, Bob. Bob's a brave one.
I don't know if you can see down there, but it looks like they would dump it. It'd go down in that chute, and then I'm assuming the wagon or something below take her in. Yeah, I would think so, but I don't really know that. But yeah, I'm assuming they had a conveyor system here too, because that, I'm assuming that's the shaft that went down. It's pretty interesting. We'll go down below there in a minute. Man, this is like needles. Wow.
There's Delilah.
It's old.
Yeah, I'm just going to make my way down to the bottom. And just going to wait up there. Wait for me on the other side, though.
Okay.
Man, all this lumber. Look at that stuff. Creosote years ago. Still here, still standing. Amazing. So this is what we were looking at up above. Yeah. And that must have been one of the old mine shafts that they filled in, because it's all filled in. I know you can't see that. But this had to have been some kind of shaft or pulley system where they brought stuff up, because there's a pulley up there on top, not one on the bottom. But look at some of that old mechanism. My gosh, wow, so cool. And look at these beams. My gosh, they got to be like 8 inches, 10 inches. It's probably a true 10 by 10. Wow, just amazing. Here's some more gearing. That's better. Sorry, I didn't realize I had you all zoomed in. But yeah, see these beams? Like 10 inches. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Huh. I'm not sure how long that's been here. Probably not as long as mine, I would say. Too good a shape. Seeing this old stuff though is just truly amazing that it's still standing. You see one of the big carts, there it is right there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
So that right there there is one of the carts.
First Jeep we've seen out on the trails the last 2 days. Sweet. Time to air up the tires.
That's a job.
Yeah, definitely gonna replumb that. That just... I had him down to about 25.
We're going to be leaving Quartzsite tomorrow, and we're going to be headed to Lake Havasu. We'll go up there and we'll go into some more Bureau of Land Management land. It's kind of right off the lake. Looks pretty nice. I found a lot of it on Camp Pendium and Onyx Off-Road.
Looks nice and healthy. A couple of war wounds. Looks like something's been eating it. And then down here, poor thing's macerated. And there's the beast. Every time I walk in this camper and I see the space that we have here in this walkway, it makes me so thankful for Bob's modifications. We have been in this truck camper since the end of November. And now we're in February. So that's 3 months. And I'll tell you, if we still had the dinette over there with the limited space, Bob and I'd have to do the do-si-do to get past each other. I'd be fit to be tied right now. I'd be like, hun, take me home. I can't do it. So I'll tell you, I am so appreciative. We smashed a penny for Quartzsite, Arizona. We'll add that to the collection. Nice. All these fun things. And we have our Quartzsite magnet. Woohoo! Put it right up here with the other two we recently got. It's been a great experience at Quartzsite. We thoroughly enjoyed it. I would imagine we'll be here again. We're making our way from Quartzsite to Lake Havasu, Arizona, where we plan on camping on BLM land again, overlooking the Colorado River, checking out Lake Havasu City, and of all things, the London Bridge. So this is where we're going to camp tonight. So we're just outside of Lake Havasu City, and we're on BLM land. We're going to boondock tonight. We're at a dispersed camping site. Looks pretty nice, and we'll show you around.
Home of the London Bridge.
Oh, that's why he asked us about the London Bridge. Ed. It's so funny when I think back to the Truck Campers Rally. One of the other participants, Ed, Truck Campers Rally, after finding out we were going to Lake Havasu City, asked if we were going to check out the London Bridge. And I thought he was kidding with me. I thought it was a joke. Little did I realize a London Bridge does exist in Lake Havasu City. With a little research, we found out that the London Bridge was transported here from London in the 1970s and then rebuilt here. This is the Colorado River ahead. There's London Bridge. Quite beautiful. We can actually say we walked underneath London Bridge. Hang on. It's recording, babe. It's recording. I got her. Oh, your storage is full. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, what? Little punch drunk here. It seems when I get excited to record something, I tend to forget to hit the record button. Hence, 4 trips over the London Bridge.
Havasu City. Booyah!
Nice job, baby. Getting to the end, you're gonna have to buy another rail. What do you call this?
Get the drone up, man. That's beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous, babe. Thank you.
Yep.
Wow. Beautiful night.
Yes, yes. Can you send me that picture, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
And between those hills and mountains is the Colorado River. We leave Lake Havasu City and we take an alternate route, a little longer route, back to Phoenix, Arizona. We've had a great time in Lake Havasu, dry camping there on dispersed camping areas in BLM land was extraordinary. We enjoyed our time. It was great discovering the London Bridge and some other unique features of the area. It is our goal to stop at a Blue Beacon truck wash in Kingman before heading south to Buckeye. We marvel at the intricate designs that the Southwest puts into their sound barriers, their overpasses, exits, and on-ramps. There's nothing like the beauty of the open skies. It's time to do last-minute camper and vehicle checks, fill up the tank, and get on the road.
Leaving the Phoenix area.
We have a tradition where we take a photo of ourselves before the beginning of each trip. Then I add the photo to our travel journal. We'll be driving from Phoenix, Arizona, through Payson to Springerville, Arizona, for the first leg of our drive. Not sure if I'm saying this right, but this is the Mazatzal Mountain Range in Arizona.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for watching. We just left Phoenix, and we are going to continue on 2-lane roads all the way back to Florida. And we'll keep you posted on how things go and what traffic is like. And yeah.
In this drive from Arizona to Florida, we decided to avoid the interstates and take the 2-lane highways instead. Had we not done so, we wouldn't have experienced these glorious views. This may add some travel time to our trip cross country, but as you can see, it was well worth it. As we traverse the twists and turns of these great highways that lead us to sights not yet seen, we marvel at the beauty of the Southwest. Back in bedrock, babe. With every mile, we're amazed at what we see. It overwhelms our senses, our emotions. We realize how blessed we are to live this RV lifestyle. Pretty intense. This portion of Highway 87 to Payson is known as the Beeline Highway. Highway 87 is pretty unique. You're driving along in the northbound lane with the southbound lane to the left of you as usual, and then next thing you know, the southbound lane crosses over the northbound lane and it then proceeds on the right of you. Pretty neat. This lane crossover happens because of the difference of elevations in the two canyons where the lanes run. There's the southbound lane over there. The Tonto National Forest offers majestic saguaro cactus as well as tall ponderosa pines. We're at 3,200 feet. This descent on 87 was a little hair-raising for me, but Bob took it in stride. Samson had this, no problem. We're making the descent from 3,500 feet. That's 7% grade. This area, just outside of Payson, Arizona, is considered rim country in the Mogollon Plateau, which reaches heights of 7,300 feet in elevation. This area is known as the Heart of Arizona. So we're in Payson at an elevation of 5,000 feet. It's in rim country.
It was founded in 1882.
Just had lunch in Payson at a strip mall. In our camper, of course. Amazing how we're back in the trees. Seeing the vast changes in landscape on this drive, Bob and I were reminded of a conversation we had with another RVer in Flagstaff probably 10 years ago, where he said, "Why would anyone want to travel abroad when we have such a diverse landscape right here in our backyard?" For 57.58. Reminds me of last year coming out of California. Virginia City. Say that louder.
6,479 feet.
Incredible. We're in Sick Greaves National Forest. That's a lot of snow. So Bob says we're at 7,934 feet. We're just outside of Heber, Arizona.
7,590.
Oh, I stand corrected. And it's currently 36 degrees out. Yeah. Yeah. How the landscape changes.
We've only went down in elevation. 800 feet.
Incredible. on a show load. There's an elk. Signs wicked. The golden color of the prairie grass growing over the Nitane Plateau in the Fort Apache Indian Reservation leaves us speechless. We've been contending with these big pieces of equipment coming through. Had we driven the interstates, we would have missed all of this beauty. Do you want to explain that?
So the cowbell looking things on the wire, I'm assuming they're so the wires don't gallop in the wind. Because I'm sure they get a lot of wind across this prairie.
So they've weighted the power line.
Yeah, they put weights on just to kind of keep still.
So we found a nice campground for the night. They have pull-through sites as well as back-in. Just off of 260. So we're staying at the Grist Mill campground, probably about 20 miles outside of Show Low, Arizona. Pretty nice. They had sites available. We're in the prairies. Yeah. Very nice. Brand new campground. These stairs are so versatile. So we can put them in an angle and still reach the patio. It's perfect. It is cold. I wonder what the temp is. And the wind. It's nuts. I have no idea. Like I've said a million times, every time I walk into this camper, it's so roomy. It's a beautiful night here near Springerville, Arizona. We continue traveling east towards Florida. We leave Springerville and make our way to Plains, Texas. We had a nice stay here at the Grist Mill Farm Campground. It's small, quaint, right off 60, babe?
Yeah, right off 60. Yeah.
In Arizona. So Bob's been having a problem with the brake staying engaged on the truck. When we pull off, he has to unplug it. And then when we pull off again, he plugs it back in, but sometimes it still gives him issues and he has to reset the plug. He can explain more about that. The town of Springerville. So good morning, folks.
Morning, guys. Thanks for watching. We've decided that we're going to stay off the highways. So we're leaving Springerville. It was windy last night. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and it rocked that camper.
Yeah, what'd you say, 60 to 70 mile an hour winds?
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we had it on the truck and legs down and everything, but boy, it didn't rock it bad, but it was still enough to wake you up. But other than that, beautiful. Beautiful day, beautiful ride yesterday. I'm sure it's going to be another beautiful ride today. We're just going to see what's on the road, and if we find something interesting, we're going to stop. If not, we just keep driving.
Yep. Did you want to share with them what's going on with the brake?
This brake is hydraulic over electric, so, and for some reason it just started. I hear a whining noise after I turn the truck off, and well, actually it's not after I turn the truck off. We go away and I get set up and everything, and I hear it, and I didn't notice it a few days back, and it killed the battery. So now I have to go underneath and unplug it. I found where it is, and it's the motor, the electric motor of the brake on the actual brake cylinder. So I unplug it, and then I plug it in the morning before we take off. And sometimes the first time I do it, the brake light will go out, won't even let it go out. This morning I did it twice, and for some reason the brake light's still on. But I have plenty of brakes, so we'll go down the road here for a little bit, make sure that everything's good. I'll pull off again, and I'll try it. Disconnect it, connect it, and see if the brake light goes out.
Very good. It's amazing the sights that you stumble upon by taking the back roads rather than the interstate. Bob and I were mind blown when we came across the Carl G. Jansky Very Large Array, located in the plains of San Agustin, while driving through New Mexico. So we pull off at this rest area by the satellite dishes. We see all of these stickers on the guardrail, so we're going to add ours. The wind is wicked. So you can see how bad the wind is blowing, but we have our sticker, and we're gonna this looks like a great spot.
Our first sticker.
Yeah. What was that, babe?
Our first sticker plant.
honestly, I can't get the door.
I got it. Ah!
After doing a little research, we discovered that this very large array is a centimeter wavelength radio astronomy observatory. It consists of 25-meter radio telescopes. At first I thought they were satellite dishes, but come to find out, they're telescopes. Astronomers using these telescopes have made many observations within our universe, such as black holes and new stars. This is the town of Magdalena, you said? The town of Magdalena is built on the Magdalena Fault. After having traveled an additional 125 miles west of the Very Large Array, we encountered the Carrizozo volcanic fields. It consists of two lava flows that have come together. The Carrizozo lava flow is considered one of the youngest in New Mexico, but it happens to be one of the largest in the world, measuring 42 miles long and covering 127 square miles. This is the second lava field that we've encountered during our travels in New Mexico. The first was last year in Grants, New Mexico, where we fell in love with the Junkyard Brewery. You'll have to check out that video. We had such a great time. We'll make sure to put a link to that video at the end of this episode. And we're climbing again. Next, we found ourselves on the Billy the Kid Trail, also known as the Broken Trail, which runs from Lincoln County through Capitan, New Mexico. The trail was allegedly used by William H. Bonney, aka Billy the Kid, and his group during the Lincoln County War. This is the Lincoln Historic District. I'll have to look that one up. Then we enter the town of Lincoln, which is one of the best preserved Old West towns in the country. Today it is a bustling ski town. Historic town of Lincoln. also the Billy the Kid Trail. Our 2-lane drive through New Mexico takes us up to Roswell, the home of the International UFO Museum and Research Center. Roswell, New Mexico, and we haven't seen any aliens yet. Roswell's tourism industry is based on aerospace engineering and ufology museums and alien iconography. Is that an alien?
Yeah, it's tobacco.
There's an alien. We did stop and consider staying at this campground overnight, but decided to travel a little farther and see if we could do some more dispersed camping. Generally speaking, we don't make reservations in advance because we don't know where the road is going to take us.
New Mexico BLM.
I'm sorry? Yeah, good idea. That's why our motto is, however the wind blows. Who would have thought tonight we'd be camping on sand dunes in New Mexico? I mean, it's just crazy. I never thought it, but here we are, and we're going to sustain winds between 25 and 35 miles an hour, so that'll be fun, and winds gusting occasionally up to 40 miles an hour, so we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, the fun continues. Sand dunes for miles. Pretty cool. So what do you think?
Love it. I love it, man. I'm telling you. Put solar on this thing for nothing.
It'll be a great night. Hopefully we'll sleep better than last night. I mean, those winds were crazy. They shook the whole camper. So hopefully tonight it'll be a little better.
Yeah.
We found ourselves on the Mescalero Sands North Dunes off-highway vehicle area. We were able to camp for $5 a night. The Mescalero Sands North Dune OHV area offers more than 610 acres of towering 90-plus foot sand dunes. my coffee this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Wow. Really cool waking up at the sand dunes. I had no idea that we would be experiencing this today. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It's still breezy, probably 15-mile-an-hour winds. Nothing like when we first got here yesterday. That was intense. Wow. Hey. Oh my gosh. Just gorgeous. Oh wow, look at that. Oh wow. Amazing. Incredible. I don't want to get too close. That's amazing. I am blown away. Here's the beast. It'd be great to see Bob's reaction when he gets to the top of this sand dune. It's so amazing. Forgive the rear window. So Bob said a lot of people, when they did training in the military in the Mojave Desert, driving, you drive over these mounds and you don't realize what's on the other side, and many people have been injured, and kind of worried about anyone who drives in this area if they were to take a risk. Yeah. So Bob's depositing the slip that we had to put on the post last night, and they ask that you write a comment on the back, and we're good to go. A sure sign we're in Texas. rest areas aren't marked here in this part of Texas. We actually had to cross over the median to come to this one. There's a train track on the other side. So that was interesting. You ever been to a rest area where you had to cross over the median?
Nope. But we're not on the highway.
It's true.
Things are different on the back roads.
There's a train track. We travel from Abilene, Texas to Vinton, Louisiana. Not a bad spot for the night. Oh wow, that's great. Not bad. We're in Abilene, Texas. We ended up picking a different site, one that's a little more private. Not right in the turnaround loop. We're staying the night at CB Park in Abilene, Texas. It offers 5 primitive campsites, first come, first serve, free of charge. The park sits along Fort Phantom Lake. It's a small lake, but there is a boat ramp. The park offers bird watching and hiking trails. The trees are budding here already. Getting close to spring. There's a boat launch down there where we were originally parked, and a circular drive. Adjacent to the park is the RC Model Plane Airport.
So hey guys, another successful day of travel. Beautiful weather. We made money on this one because this one didn't cost us anything and I found a dime.
That works, babe.
That's kind of funny.
Look at that. Gorgeous. We had a good night, and now we're getting ready to get back on the road. The landscape in this part of Texas doesn't change much, but the colorful wildflowers add to its beauty. The historic town of Comanche was established in 1856. Near the modern courthouse is the preserved log structure known as the Old Cora Courthouse, one of the oldest standing wooden courthouses in Texas. The Hamilton County Courthouse, built in 1897, was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1980. Moody, Texas was established in 1881 when the railroad came through. Seeing the interstate below us makes us appreciate being on two-lane highways. The town of Marlin has been given the nickname the Hot Mineral Water City of Texas. Mineral water was discovered here in 1892. After 3 days of driving, we're finally below the 1,000-mile mark. Seeing these purple flowers amongst the vines reminds me that there is beauty in chaos. Major disaster. Well, it's time to address this cabinet and add another fastener. Everything, toilet seats broke. We had a good night's stay here. We had a compromise on where to stay because it was so hot last night. We needed to be able to run the air conditioner. And a lot of places, state parks and things, were not available. But you can hear the truck noise, the highway noise. We're right next to the highway, which was okay since we were running the air conditioner. It didn't seem to affect our sleep any. Hi, folks.
All right, guys. Well, the record button is pushed this time around, so we'll see. So last night it was time to pull into a campground so that we get cleaned out and fill the water back up. Plus, we needed some air conditioning too. So I don't have enough solar in this to run the air conditioner all night. It'll only run about 6 hours, and that's it. We got the campground. It worked out great. And plus, with the weather, the weather here in Texas has been pretty bad, but you know, thank God it stayed north of us and we didn't have any issue. I have a weather alert on the CB. I know I rely on the CB because there are some truckers that still use it, and the weather alerts, they pop up all the time. So up, and it was telling us that tornadoes, hail, and 70-mile-an-hour winds were coming to Waco. So that's why we decided to duck south and go a different route. We'll go into the Blue Beacon and get the beast cleaned. Get it all ready and shiny for the last couple days, 3 days of our trip.
All right, guys. See you soon.
So today was a very interesting day. So we started out, as we said, with a low clearance bridge. So I took a detour around and tried to get back to the truck wash, but couldn't get there. So we wound up putting us back on 63, low clearance. So I said, okay, we'll bypass this one. We'll go to a different truck wash. So we went to the Blue Beacon, just off I-10. So there we were for 2 hours and 20 minutes waiting to get the vehicle cleaned. And I'm like, this is the only one. There is no other one. So this was it, and I had to get it. I had to get it washed. So we got it washed. And by that time it was about 3 o'clock. 2:30, I'm sorry. Well, now it's time to get a bite to eat because we're hungry. So we pulled off, we get dinner going, and we had a bite to eat. And hey, we are at the campground 75 miles later. So we did a whopping 75 miles today. Well, we had a beautiful day. Now we're sitting here having our cocktails and just going to relax.
Give the other reason why you didn't continue on.
Well, we get on I-10, so we're trying to do a 2-lane thing here. So where I went to the truck the Blue Beacon, I forget exactly where it was, but there was no way to get out without going another 60 miles north to get on the 2-lane road again, 190. I said, well, jeepers cats, I'm not going to do that. So we got on I-10, and I was going to be on I-10 for, I don't know, 100 miles, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then we were going to dump off again. We're going to get off on 90. Well, we get on I-10, it's an accident. What else is new? I mean, that's just the way highways are. So there we sat. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting off the next exit. So we get off the next exit, and it's a casino. Well, here we are. And we're good. Yeah, we're fine.
They're also calling for flooding in low-lying areas here because of all the rain, right?
Yeah.
So we're into bayou country, swamp country, so it makes it a little risky picking and choosing where you're going to stay with flood warnings.
Yeah, so we're going to hang tight here, and I'm going to start out again tomorrow.
Maybe we can get some miles behind us tomorrow.
Yeah, right. See what happens.
Nothing fancy, but it'll do. She's sparkling clean from the truck wash. She shines. They did such an amazing job at the Blue Beacon in Louisiana. bad to us last night? We complete our last leg of our cross-country drive. We begin in DeQuincy, Louisiana, and make our way to Crystal River, Florida. As we drove past some homes on our route through Louisiana, I noticed a strange occurrence in the lawns. There were these small pillars of mud in the lawns, and it struck me strange. I wondered what these were. So with a little research, I learned that they're actually crayfish mounds. And I know some people call them crayfish, crawfish, or crawdads. They build these mounds during the rainy season, and they lay their eggs in them to protect them from predators. It's always a little disconcerting sitting on the side of the road when we have to pull off on the shoulder. Vehicles come whizzing by. And the bigger the vehicle that passes, the more you feel it. The greater the impact. The Natchez Vidalia Bridge takes you from Louisiana over the Mississippi River into Mississippi. It was built in 1940. It's a cantilever metal bridge. We passed through the town of Laurel, Mississippi, while heading to our campsite for the night. The bullfrog. So we have a barbecue grill, picnic table. There was laundry up front. This is at Manor Creek State Park. Beautiful. While Bob attends to the task of hooking up the Jeep to the tow bar, I've got the easy job, holding back the rock guard. This state park is part of the Pat Harrison Waterway Districts. It's located 6 miles west of Waynesboro, Mississippi, and it's on a 450-acre lake with excellent fishing opportunities. And this is where we got stuck the day before.
Guys.
Morning.
So we had another interesting event yesterday. That's par for the course, but we figured we'd share. As everybody knows, we go to state parks, BLM, federal land. So we went going to a state park last night, and we passed the entrance. So I pull off to the side and had traffic behind me, and so I'm trying to let them go by. And as everybody knows, when you flat tow a vehicle, it's tough to back up long ways. So I waved the traffic by, and I didn't really have a lot to back up, but I was going to try, but then more traffic came. So I decided to pull ahead and go to a pull-off. So I went to a pull-off and buried the front end of the truck. I was in total awe. So there we are, Jeep hooked up, front end's buried. We disconnected Jeep. We take and hook up a tow strap between the Jeep and the truck, and I figured, the Jeep would no problem and pull it out, only buried the front end. So I locked in the hubs and had Ange get into the Jeep, and she gave me just a little bit of a tug, and then I put it in reverse and nothing. So we weren't that far from the campground, so we go up to the campground and we let them know that, we won't be able to get in until we get the truck out. So I called 3 record parade places that the people at the campground recommended. No answer. So I figured we'd go back and we'd try to do something. I asked if they had a shovel, because I don't have a shovel, which I will have in the future. So we borrowed the shovel from them, and then they went down into the campground, and there was a nice young man down there, had a Ford dually, and he came up, and when he hooked up onto me, I looked down and realized I wasn't in four-wheel drive. So I locked the hubs in, but I never put the lever in four-wheel drive. So I think the Jeep could have got it out if I had actually been in four-wheel drive, but I don't know. It was stressful enough with, so much going on. So I put it in four-wheel drive, and he barely even had to tug me out, and he got me out. But, just thank God there's such nice people out there that are willing to help. I offered him some money or, dinner, whatever, and he wouldn't take anything. He just says, no, it's fine. And it's just amazing. You hear so much on the news about bad places, bad people, but there are so many, many good people out there. And just thank God we're able to get it out and had a beautiful night on the lake at the state park.
So hopefully we'll be able to pay it forward. Now we're continuing our travels on 2-lane roads, and right now we're on 84 through Alabama, and we're gonna keep taking this path. It beats being on the highway. These roads are very nice.
Yeah, it takes stress off without a doubt, not being on a highway with cars darting in and out of us and around us. So yeah.
The town of Evergreen, Alabama. Not a great angle, but can you make out what it is? We finally made it into Florida. You can still see the devastation from past hurricanes in this area. Tonight, we're staying in a Florida county campground called Newport Campground. It's located on Highway 98. Its amenities include 13 full hookups, 21 primitive campsites, bathhouse, restroom, and a boat ramp to the St. Marks River. Newport County Campground was built on the site of the former town of Magnolia, Florida. Not bad at all. Magnolia was founded in 1827 by 4 Hamlin brothers from Augusta, Maine. The Hamlin family had been attracted to the new frontier of Florida by the availability of land. The town was short-lived as it was bypassed in 1836 by the new railroad from Tallahassee to St. Marks. Magnolia was gradually abandoned. So this is it, folks. We're on the final stretch, the last pack up from our trip out west into the Truck Camper Adventure Rally. It's been a blast. Driving those 2-lane roads has been incredible. We've seen sights in these states that we've never seen before. The scenery's been amazing. It's just, we highly recommend it. Stay off the interstate, try some 2-lane roads, and enjoy yourselves. And a lot of them are in great condition. I mean, they're actually highways. So, yeah. And just enjoy the ride. All right. Hey, they're good looking. We finally arrive to our final destination in Florida, in the southern panhandle, and now the work begins to set up our campsite. After our trip out west, we only have a couple of things to address in here. It's not too bad, but bad enough. Our bathroom closet, it gave us 2 warnings. It was going, and now Bob has that to contend with. He's got a plan. And we got to order a new toilet seat. So yeah, that's an easy fix. Could be worse. I think those are the only 2 things on the inside at this point. There's a few things to address on the outside, but in the meantime, Bob's welds have held up, and that's great news. So as far as the airbags, he'll share that with you. And his rock guard held up wonderfully. All right, we'll check in later. Here's a little recap of our travels east from Arizona to Florida. We drove 2,235 miles over 7 days through 7 states and stayed at 7 different campsites. It was a blast while it lasted. We hope someday you can make the same journey, traveling the highways and byways instead of the interstates. Well, we got stuck trying to turn around to get there. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you enjoyed this video. God bless and have a great day.